So I'll try this again. Apparently, Facebook found it necessary to just pause my video and then post it, and I just started it. Anyhow, as Facebook is building my audience, I am your host, Myki Angeline, virtualist, podcast philanthropist, and blogger on medium.com as the Bad Filipino. It is Tuesday. It's Random Rants number 33. And I wanted to focus today. All right, kitty. What's up? My cat decided to lay next to me. So I wanted to talk about the power of our words. Words that we say. And why we say them. And what they mean, right? I always wonder about this because... And anyone, as you're listening and you want to pipe in, and definitely ASL, but I would love to know what words mean to you, the words that we say. You know, you hear the phrase, trust-only movement. Actions speak louder than words. Meaning, don't trust what a person says, trust what they do. And yet, our lives are surrounded by words, right? Social media. Let's take this platform, Facebook. It's status after status after status with words. We watch videos, we watch tutorials. And yeah, they're physically doing stuff, but they're also talking. Again, it's words. So if we should trust people's movement and not trust their words, then why do we talk? What does that mean? What does that mean to you? I mean, and for some reason my cat keeps trying to put her ass in my face. Some people, their words, it's like carved in stone. What they say today will have the same meaning 2 weeks from now, 2 years from now. And others, what they say to you, the meaning behind what they say to you will have a lifespan of however long it takes mouthwash to kill germs in your mouth. What's that, 30 seconds? After that, no good. You would have to rinse like 12 times a day to have the effect. I know that's really weird. I'm feeling really random. I'm just wondering. You know, it's like, I'm a speaker. I like to talk. And I mean what I say. And I say what I mean. And I do my best to not say it mean, but sometimes, I don't know, am I mean or am I just blunt and to the point? Because I was out this weekend, and I had a friend tell me how she loved my videos, especially when I will go off on rants and really get, I guess, in your face or just specific about a topic, saying the things that people wish, they think about but don't say out loud. But I don't think it's mean. Is it mean? I try not to. But see, to me, my word, if I tell you something, you can rely on those words. That's just how I am. Thanks, Brent. I'm a cool motherfucker. So this is the thing. Because of that, right? Because that's how I am with my words, I guess I would hope that it was reciprocated, right? Back to me, but apparently not always. Or, I need this cat. Please stop. Or, I need to just, I don't know, I guess stop associating with people whose words mean nothing? Whose words only mean what they say the moment they say them, and then once it's gone, it's gone? Help me understand that. Help me. Like, the same people that act different than their words are the same people that have no problem labeling you, or they don't have they look to other people's words and inspiration on a video. But their own words hold no value. Do you believe words should hold value, or do you believe it's just bullshit? I mean, please, pipe in. Do you, when you talk to people, are you slinging shit? Or are you saying from the heart? When you talk to people, are you telling them what you think they want to hear? Or are you speaking the truth of what you want them to know from you? Now, Diane says it's called having integrity. It's okay, having integrity. Now, are you also somebody who likes to tell people what you think whether they ask for it or not? Okay, I've been guilty of that for the longest time. However, I guess, it's one of those things where I wonder when they say, I've been told you don't have to tell people everything, or you have to, it's very important to know your audience. I learned that. But what does that even mean, to know your audience? So does this mean I tiptoe around your feelings so I don't offend you? Or I make sure that when I say something, I do say it in the realm that it doesn't come off making me look like an ass. See what I'm saying? How tricky words can be? Now, I know I'm gifted in being able to speak and say right at the drop of a hat, I can tell you exactly how I feel in so many words, get my point across. I know that's a gift and I have that. I know not a lot of people have that. And there's no judging, it's just everybody's different. Okay, hold on. Cat's watching from my phone. Okay, stick close to your cat. They are the higher power. Okay, hold on. So I got cat and I got cat. So which cat and which cat, Diane? Are you talking about Scoto cat? And then Brent, are you talking about my cat? She went that way. So I just get so like, I am a literal person and I am intense. Words mean a lot to me. I'm trying to learn not to, but then that goes against my own grain because that means, does that mean my words shouldn't mean anything, or that my words to you will mean something, but when I hear you talk, I should let it go in one ear and out the other. Like, it's so irritating. I dealt with it today. Today has been a really rough day, actually. So a show of hands, and you can put a hand in the comments or not. A show of hands. How many had a rough day today? My day started with 6 a.m. and my dog throwing up. I don't know what happened. She just was throwing up saliva. She wasn't even throwing up food. She didn't have any food in her system. She eats around 4 o'clock in the evening and she's fine. And then it went from there. So then it was like, I had plans to go catch a movie, which you saw the video, and then I had to do some writing, and I was supposed to go to the gym, take my kid to school, and other stuff I was supposed to get done, but my dog got ill. And so, took her to the vet, left her in the vet all day. And her vet is across town because that's the vet my pets have always gone to. So even though I've moved, I've gone to the same hospital still. And then end up getting into some heated arguments with people. I just say people because I'm not trying to say who. I'm not trying to speak for them, but people. And it was so draining. And when I stepped back to analyze it, and I had other things on my mind, I've kind of been waxing and waning with some things going on personally, which I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Whether you want to post in there or not, no need. But it just, every time I turned around, I was getting highly irritated today. And that doesn't really happen to me, but I was. And then I was thinking about other conversations that I've had with people. And words that were said in conversations that I'm in. And I'm going to trust that you mean what you say. But then other conversations will be totally different words, totally different. I'm really just not trying to put specifics, but I just need to know if any of you relate to that. How do you feel about that? Pipe in, how do you feel about it? Your dog saw Trump on the news and puked. Okay, Brent, that could possibly be true, except for TV wasn't on, but that's almost close. I think today, for a moment today, I was kind of like just losing faith in just words in general and conversations with people in general. Because I'm trying to figure out where people are coming from. Are they using their words as weapons? We can use words in a variety of ways, right? We can use them to wrap someone in love and warmth, to express our devotion to them. We can use them to console and to care when someone's down or hurting or lost a loved one. We can use them to make people laugh until their sides hurt and their mouths and their jaws ache, right? Like stand-up comedians do. We can use them to tear people down. We can use them to mind fuck and to manipulate. Words are so powerful, and yet we say trust actions only, not words. Is that why? Because they can be used in such a variety, whereas actions are actions? Maybe that is why. What's up, Gabe? I've been following your posts. You're rather you're in there and you're like fighting the good fight. And thank you everyone who's been joining. I'm sorry if I usually try to say hi. I have it up and down so I can see, but use them to pump us up. Right. Words can motivate and inspire. And they can heal. I guess because they can do so much, but then I guess actions do the same thing. Right? So what is it you trust? If someone says they love you, but then they beat you, do you not trust the words? If someone says they hate you, and then they hug you, do you not trust the words? Is it because it takes more than just words to understand somebody's intent? Does it take hearing their words, watching them act, hearing what they don't say, their silence, watching what they don't do? The feeling you get on the back of your neck, right? Intuition. So it's what you see and what you hear, what you touch, what you smell, what you taste. Usually it takes all 5 senses to really understand a situation. All 5 senses. I'm not counting your 6th sense. So maybe what the saying is don't trust only words. You have to take it all. You have to take it all. It makes you think about your own words? Oh, thank you, Gabe. You want to tell me what you mean by that, or do you want to private message me? Your choice. But when we talk, are we saying what we're hoping? Like sometimes people might talk and not necessarily are doing what they're saying, but maybe they're trying to motivate themselves. Maybe they use it as a cape or a shield, and they want you to believe that's who they really are when they say the words, when deep down inside they're not, but they really wish they were. Now it gets really complex. Now it gets psychological. And I guess that's where forgiveness comes in, because if someone keeps lashing at you emotionally with words, and they want to put out the flames by hugging and kissing you and getting you gifts, how do you know to trust, to forgive them? If perhaps their words are loving and caring, but they abandon you, or they physically don't come near you, or when they do come near you, they're physically hurting you, but their words out of their mouth are "I love you" and and I'm sorry and I don't know what I did. I guess you just get out of that situation. I posted today, by the way. Did you see my post about the fucked up thing? Where did it go? Hold on. I gotta find it because I've got my laptop here and then I moved it. I didn't mean to move it. So someone else put this post, and I'm not sure where they got it, but I changed the words a little bit, because theirs originally is what they put was, "It isn't your fault that you're fucked up, but it is your fault if you stay fucked up." And I thought, that's really mean. This is where words come into play, right? So if you say, "It isn't your fault that you're fucked up, but it is your fault if you stay fucked up," it's like the word fault in itself. Like I'm a huge advocate of positive words and putting out positive affirmations. So I changed it to say, "It isn't your fault that you're fucked up. However, it is your choice to remain fucked up." I thought, that's a little less of a blow, because I wanted it to be heard. I wanted my words to be heard. I wanted them to resonate. I didn't want someone to put up a defensive wall and go, "Well, fuck you," and then it was lost in translation, right? And it lost its meaning. Whereas the way that I worded, I was hoping it would make people really just kind of sit, resonate, and think about that. I added in, and these were my words. If you didn't read them, I'll read them now. It's all in the delivery. Exactly. Forget about people and live with the animals, Brent. Oh, okay. So what I wrote, because today is Transformation Tuesday, I wrote, "We all come with a past. We all have triggers. We have been impacted by trauma. The good news is you have the power to heal yourself. You deserve a positive, healthy life. Recognize when you need help. Find those you can trust to guide you on a healthier path. Put in the work to improve yourself. Forgive yourself. Know that life can be better and that there are good people in the world. Learn to love yourself and the rest will follow. You attract what you emulate, right? I wrote that because when someone is really, we all are impacted with trauma, and we all have triggers. We all do. I really, really seriously, highly doubt there is a human being born in this world that doesn't come with that somehow. And often we hurt others as a way to, as a defense mechanism to either show them how we hurt or to hurt them so they can't, if we hurt them first, then they can't hurt us first. Tried and true things that happen, it's all psychological. So then I guess that's, if I'm the triggered one, how do I know that the words you're saying to me I can trust? And how do I know that the words that I'm coming out of my mouth can be trustworthy? It all just comes down to that, doesn't it? I'm telling you, I'm on a head trip right now, and I'm trying to get out of my own head, but I can't. So hard. I mean, believe me, when I say what I mean. I do. I always have. Anyone who knows me and has worked with me, been friends with me forever, whatnot, they know that that's how I come across. It's like, and you have to be able to feel that from me. But I don't come without accusation. I've been accused of being less than that. I've had fingers pointed at me. I've had words said to me. I've had labels put on me. But I guess that comes down to what other people think about you is none of your business. You know that saying, right? What other people think about you is none of your business. And it took me a while to figure out what the hell that meant. What does that mean it's none of my business? They're talking about me. How can that not be my business? And my conclusion to it was because that's on them. That opinion is on them. There was something I had actually posted even earlier, like I think 2 days ago, and I'm going to scroll down to find it. Here it is. What does this one resonate with you? This one here. But it is not what I am saying that is hurting you. It is that you have wounds that I touch by what I have said. You are hurting yourself. There is no way I can take this personally. By Don Miguel Ruiz. And I had to post that because that was for me. Because I do take things personally, and I take things personally because I feel so deeply. And I care. It's like I've suffered from my own abandonment issues. So it's hard for me to leave people, whether it's a relationship, it's a friendship. It's hard for me to walk away because I don't want to be the person who has then abandoned them, which stems from my own trauma, right? So while I know in my heart, I'm thinking this comes from a good place. In essence, it's a coping mechanism and a defense mechanism on my part. Right? And really not healthy on my part if I dissect this. I'm just going to use me as an example. Apply it to you if it works. Gabriel, everyone is different and feels different at different times. So many variables. It's hard to have a blanket system of analysis. You're right, Gabe. That is so right, dead on right there. You know, I had to learn that about myself, what I just shared, right? Because I am an empath and I do not like to inflict pain on people. The only time I've ever inflicted pain was if I were hurt first and I was lashing out. That's just like an animal who's caught in a trap and they snap at you because they're in so much pain. If someone has specifically inflicted pain on me, yeah, I'm going to defend myself. But in essence, that's not my goal. I like to please. I like to make people smile. Because it makes me smile. I feel good. So my words, for the most part, I choose to heal, inspire, make laughter, make smiles when I talk to somebody, to people. But I also know how to cut you down with my words too. If I'm pushed to a corner, if I'm put in a situation where I don't trust you or I feel like you're trying to hurt me in any way, my words are not going to be nice. They're just not going to be nice. And I'll be honest, the more I know you, the more I know where to cut at you. I know that sounds pretty evil, but it's the truth. It's like, I will take you out, eat your kneecaps, and get you crying, but only if you take me to that point. It doesn't please me, I promise you. It actually hurts, which is a weird thing to say. Any of you feel that way? I mean, pipe in. I know Gabriel's on a roll here. I'm tough, but I'm sensitive. Like, see, there's a difference there. Know the difference between being tough and being hard. I'm not hard. Yes, I'm tough, but I'm sensitive. I have a huge heart. And it has been mangled, it has been cut, it has been squeezed practically the life out of it. And yet it still finds a way to love, and I don't know how it does that. Oh, Marcus! Everybody communicates with words differently, different agendas and goals. Very often people just blindly utter useless and unnecessary conversations, many times to comfort themselves. It's like they feel the need to speak whether it's necessary or not. I know this is just one example of how words just fly out of mouths. No, Marcus, you're on point with that. I think sometimes people feel the need to fill a silence. There are people in the world that cannot handle silence in the room. If there's people in the room, they feel like there's this energy, we got to talk, and so they'll just blurt and random shit will come out. Others, they try their best to communicate and they fail miserably. It just happens. I think even in this day and age with the technology that we have, and everybody texts now, and everybody texts shortcuts, words, they shorten words, like the words aren't short enough, we got to take out all the vowels and only leave in 2 consonants. And everybody Facebook messages and everybody text messages, and people, they would much, I mean, I'll tell you what, I think part of that is the reason the words coming out of the mouth is so awkward. I have a friend who I'll text and then she'll call. And even though I prefer talking, I get shocked because I'm like, why is she calling? Because I'm so already trained in this day and age that if people call you, it must be important. Because people just don't call up and talk on the phone anymore. We don't have time. We're always filling our day with stuff and we just don't have time. Maybe we just don't have the energy. Maybe we just don't feel like it because talking takes a lot more effort and energy than texting. If you're feeling blue, you will still post on Facebook, right? You'll just do fake shit or you'll try to do funny shit and you'll keep it light. Maybe, or some people really want everyone to know that their life sucks right now. And so they're posting passive-aggressive post after passive-aggressive post. And they'll do that all day long, but when it comes to actually having the conversation, they won't engage. Isn't that crazy? Again, words. So we post, what's the latest everyone's upset with? Fake news. Posting fake news all day long. We believe a meme. There's a meme there, and people will believe what it says. Words. They won't even fact check. They won't bother to put the energy just to research, check the source. They figured it's on the internet. There must be. Why would anyone make that up? You realize the freaking quote that I put at the top? I made that meme. I made that because phones have apps that help you and you can create them. I'm no scholar. I haven't been trained in psychology or I'm no professor of English. Right now you're listening to me talk. And a lot of you are trusting what I'm saying. Even when I tell you can trust what I say, you probably still should fact check me, right? Or maybe not. I don't know. See, I'm going off on a tangent. This is a very random post. I know. Is this about you? Are you talking too much? No, this is what this is for. I would love everyone to post it on this and talk. I just... I'm just ranting and I'm just trying to figure out what words mean to people. What do they mean to you? What do words mean to you? Do you like posting statuses? Do you prefer talking to people? Do you like receiving cards, greeting cards, and then handwritten personal notes? I love those. I collect those. I have some that are 20 plus years old because it's a memento to me. It's like someone took the time out. I mean, it was an effort. Think about that. They had to go to a store, which means they drove there. or they walked there, or they took the bus there, or they took a lift there. They went into the greeting card aisle and they searched through hundreds of cards, and they found one particular card that when they looked at that card, it made them think of me in a loving manner, right? And the words that were in that card spoke to them about how they wanted to relay their feelings to me. Words. Then, if that wasn't enough, they took a pen and they wrote their own set of special words from their heart and their hand to my eyes and my heart. That's how I think about whenever I receive Christmas card, birthday card, I love you card, I wish you well card, congratulations on your new home card. I love those. I love giving those. A company that I worked for a few years back for Christmas, I oversaw 7 clinics in the Sacramento area, everywhere from Elk Grove to Folsom to Roseville. And for Christmas, I literally got Christmas cards. And I got all of my front desk staff Starbucks cards, and then got cookies for the whole each location. And then I wrote personal messages in the cards that pertained to that particular clinic and that particular staff, because I wanted them to know that I cared. I was more than just their supervisor or their superior. It's like, they're just as valuable. That's how I feel like whenever I would, go through the hiring process or the interview process. I'm like, everyone matters on every tier. Your pay grade shouldn't determine the amount of respect you get. The amount of work that you're responsible for, okay, that depends on your pay grade, but not the respect you get and the hard work that's expected. Words. That's what words mean to me. What do they mean to you? Anyhow, that was just an example. I'd like to leave you with this. Mean what you say what you mean, and try not to say it mean. Put some thought into your words. If you're not someone who can speak on the fly, think about it first. Let people know, I'm not really a talker. Can I get back to you? Acknowledgement. Do unto others as you would have do unto you. I know we're all in this, I gotta do me, and I gotta do what's right for me, and I gotta do. But my advice, try not to get so caught into doing for yourself that you alienate yourself from everybody else. There's billions of us on this planet. You can't possibly think you're meant to be here and do only for yourself, do you? I mean, don't get me wrong. If you got to take time out for yourself, take time out for yourself. Don't get me wrong. But just be mindful. Maybe that's a great word. Be mindful. That's all. And others try to be mindful if somebody is acting someone out of character. Maybe that's what they need. Try not to take it personal. Believe me, I'm trying to learn that one every fucking day. Try not to take it personal. Try not to take it personal. Anyhow, I want to thank everybody. Oh, thanks, Gabriel. You're awesome sauce, too. I want to thank everybody who piped on in and listened and watched and commented. And I hope any of this resonated with you and that it has inspired you as much as you all inspire me. Remember, every day you wake up, you determine how your day will go. So manifest to be your best and have an awesome Taco Tuesday.